All right, so we're going to take a quick look at this one. Didn't have time for a full video on this machine. Not only that, but I started this project over a year ago. I bought this machine over a year ago, almost 2 years. This is a Hitachi VT-F540A Hi-Fi Video Recorder. Bought this for myself. It will take the place of the one that I have in use now in my garage here. And this one has been a very long project. This got a 95% recap. The only original capacitors left in it, I believe, are the 2 main or 3 main ones right here in the power supply. All the others in the power supply were changed, and all the others on all the boards were changed. This was the last board I finished, which is the YC board. It's got brand new caps all the way around. Bagged them up just for reference until the job is done. YC board, the ones from the power supply, and then the main board. All the wires you see there are wires I had to add because capacitor leakage had destroyed traces. And it's a very difficult thing to do, to trace some of these back. You can see how far this wire runs all the way over to the other side. It took a long time to track that down. Some of the others were a lot easier. I think all in all, maybe about 5 or 6 traces here, maybe 7. The machine's in excellent condition. Take a look at the front panel of this. Very clean. The hinges still good on the flip door. Of course, this one has got every conceivable feature you might want for this type of machine. So the only unknown factor is what condition this is in based on the head cleaner. We take a look at the head cleaner here. It's not horrible. I've seen these head cleaners be a lot worse than this, so I'm hoping for low hours on this one. But I thought I'd give you the overview of this before I start assembling it. I'm going to start that next. There's going to be some mechanical maintenance involved, and then I'm going to start putting it back together. And then we're going to do some play and record tests with this. From what I could tell, I hooked this up very briefly when I got it. I knew it was in bad shape capacitor-wise, but I did hook it up. From what I could tell, the display tube seemed to be in pretty good shape, so hopefully that's the case when we get it all back together. So, yeah. I'll pick back up with you, and we will have a working machine, hopefully. Well, here it is, many months later. A project that started off about almost 2 years ago when I bought this. It's a Hitachi VT-F540A. And as seen in the previous clip, this was 100% recapped, or let's just say 97% recapped. There's 3 original caps left in the power supply that I left alone. There wasn't anything wrong with those. And if you have a thing for VHS, this is what will need to be done to a machine like this to make it whole. You have to recap it 100%. And this will take the place of my older Hitachi. It'll be used primarily for recording audio and playing back concert tapes that I have. Right now we're checking out one of our favorite bench test tapes, the Who Rocks America concert. We'll take a look at it here real quick, and then we're going to do a record test. I'll go ahead and bring it up in the mixer for you here. Actually, I'm bringing it up through the front panel. I'm using the variable output.
Even on my favorite table, he got me my best. He saw me sneaking in, and he just does the rest. Got crazy little fingers, never seen him fall. That left on a blind kid, so please keep it on.
Absolutely perfect still, as you would expect, 4-head machine. 2 hi-fi audio heads for video, and this one does have a flying erase head on it in case you wanted to use the machine for editing, which I won't be doing. I used my Syncore Video Pro to just confirm the tuner works. It works just fine. Again, something I won't be using, but since we're going the whole way with this, I want to make sure every piece of it works, and so it does. So I think what we'll do here, let's go ahead and pull you back down here to the machine, and we are going to do a audio record test on this. I spent most of the day doing video tests with it using an over-the-air tuner box. Video was great, EP and SP. Super clean as you can get for VHS. So, let's see. We're going to use our blank tape here. And let's go ahead and clear the tape counter. I'm in the line one mode here, feeding that Syncore Video Pro into that. So basically just color bars up on the monitor there. And let's see here. I think what we want to do is something from Great White's 1986 album, Shot in the Dark. Jack Russell recently passed away, original lead vocalist of the band. And of course they had greater success with the album after that. Once Bitten, and then of course even more success with the Twice Shy album. But this one has always been my favorite from this band. So in honor of Jack, we're going to play the title track from this after I back it up. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and kick it into the record mode. And let's do a little Great White. All right, we'll go ahead and pause it there. We'll back it up and listen to it. And I think you'll find the audio of this to be a 1-to-1. Ooh, let's go a little forward there. We went too far. All right, here we go. All right, we'll go ahead and pause there. Depending on what you're listening to this video on, it's pretty identical to the source. Great recording audio on this, and that's what this will be used for here in my garage. And one other thing I want to mention is if you have this machine, or if you bought this machine and wondering why you can't get it into the line mode, that's because that button is on this remote. I had to buy this factory remote. There's a button on here labeled AVX. That's how you get it into the line mode. There's no button on the front panel, surprisingly enough, to do that. There's also a button on here called Spectra Sound or Spectrasonic. That basically changes the sound fill mode, give you a little enhanced bass response from music and movies. I believe it was JVC that came up with that first, and then of course when Hitachi started this series of video recorders, they followed suit and added their own little audio system on that. But yeah, this should have been a full video, but the project took way too long. It was very choppy. When I got a chance to work on it, I would put it on the shelf for months and then pick back up on it again. So did not have the opportunity to do a full video on this. Plus, these videos on video recorders are not very popular, so very few people would have actually probably watched it. But as always, I want to thank you guys very much. Appreciate you checking out the video this time, as well as all the videos on the channel. And I do have a video in progress for September on a older TIAC reel-to-reel, yet another project from my friend's shop. So on our way out of this one, let's go ahead and here's a few more seconds of Great White, Jack Russell.